for you? Losing track of the days?
No, to be honest with you, in general, I'm not really good with that because either they're all work days or they're all vacation days. They just came from being from the family, so it's like we don't really care what day it is. And then typically we work 7 days a week, so days of the week really don't matter.
James, some of your former SEC brethren seem to be not so happy about you guys working camps outside of the state. What's your response to that?
First of all, I'm really shocked that this is a question that came up. We figured that this was going to come up. No, a couple things. Number one, there's rules in place, and we're going to follow the rules. If you look, there's teams around this country that have been doing this for maybe close to 10 years. And for whatever reason, we do it this year, and it's made national headlines. I don't know why. I think you guys already know who those schools are. But they've been doing it. You'd have to research it on your own. They've been doing it at least 5 years, maybe 10. So I don't know why it's made such a big news this year. As you guys know, we're going to do everything in our power to build this program to where everybody wants it to be, and we take great pride in that. And we're going to follow the rules, but we're going to use the rules as well. And the Big Ten and the NCAA allows you to go do these camps. We learned about it from other universities doing it. We called, we researched, we found out how they did it, and we're going to take part in it. And for us, it's about creating opportunities. As you guys know, we're going to treat 6 hours from campus as in-state for us. I think that makes it fairly reasonable for kids within 6 hours to get to our campus. But there's a lot of families in this country that can't afford to come to Penn State. So if we have the opportunity to take Penn State to them, awesome.
You kind of laugh when you heard them complaining about it in terms of there's so many things that go on with respect to recruiting that people could be upset about. That seems relatively minor.
I'm excited that we're able to create the opportunity to come to Penn State for kids that are maybe not in this region and maybe wouldn't have the opportunity to come here otherwise. Excited about that.
What's the reception been like from kids coming to those camps? I mean, have you been pleased with the turnout that you have?
I'll have a better idea probably after we've done the camps. We're excited and we're anticipating good numbers. But to be honest with you, if we find one kid that ends up coming to Penn State and becoming an all Big Ten player that we might not have gotten without it, it's a win, even if it's just one. So I don't know what the numbers will be like right now. I don't know what the quality will be like right now. We'll see. I'll have a better answer for that after we do it. I know people are excited, and I love the fact that it's made national headlines because that just helps us.
Will you personally be there or just your sisters?
No, we'll all be there. Yeah, we'll all be there. We're all getting in my 1988 Honda Accord that I drove to Washington State when I took that job, and we're heading on down the road.
You'll speak at the Sound Mind, Sound Body camp as well. What's the significance of that?
It's just another opportunity to get out. Again, we looked around this conference, and people were doing that. That's another example of people in this conference that are doing the same thing. Again, that's not making the stories. I don't know why, but that's a great opportunity. That's a very well-respected combine and camp that they've been having for a long time. Kids seem to really like it. They get a lot out of it. There's a lot of college coaches that are involved in it, so we got a call about doing it. As you guys know, I'm not going to turn down too many opportunities to get out and sell this program and build this program.
Assisting at other camps isn't new. You mentioned, going to Anchorage, but why do you think this has gained so much traction? I mean, why is the SEC talking about, James Franklin and not the Boise States and whatever? I mean, is it just the success you've been having? Why are you making headlines with something?
You guys are just going to keep asking this question until I answer it the way you want me to answer it. I'm excited that we're going to these parts of the country and going to offer an opportunity for young men that maybe don't have the opportunity to get here. And that's really all you're getting out of me.
James, what are you looking to learn about these kids, at these camps, other than just how fast they are, how well they fire off the line, or what can you learn of these things?
Well, first of all, one of the things that I love that we get a lot of great feedback about is after we do the opening presentation, we sit down with the parents and allow the parents and high school coaches or mentors or aunts or uncles, whoever brought them today, to ask questions. Because there's a lot of things about the recruiting process that maybe they're unsure of. I also like the fact that I played Division II, coached Division II. I've coached 1AA. I've coached 1A. I've coached NFL. I've coached West Coast to South, Midwest, East Coast. So I'm able to answer a lot of questions because today's not just about Penn State. We have other colleges working this camp as well. We want to provide opportunities for kids. So hopefully they have an opportunity to come to a place like Penn State. But if they don't, I want them an opportunity to go to Rhode Island or James Madison or Villanova or Delaware or East Stroudsburg or wherever it may be. And that's why those coaches are here for that as well. So that's one of the things that I think we do a great job of, and I enjoy doing. The big thing for this is people have gotten away from, and I think it's a shame, that you come to camp to get better. So number one, that's what we do. We want them to come and we want them to develop them, teach them techniques and fundamentals that I think will allow them to be successful in their high schools. And then an evaluation. Evaluation for us and an evaluation for the other colleges are here. We'd love for not only to be 5, 10 kids get scholarships from coming to our camp, but we'd love for 10 to 15 kids to get scholarships to other schools in this region as well. So there's a lot of different things like that.
Some of your current players are actually able to work the camp. What does that mean for them? You're a former player who's become a coach. To have those guys out there working with kids, what's it like? What does it do for them and for you guys?
Yeah, it's a new rule that they just put in place. Other sports have been doing it for years. We called around again to find out how people are instituting it, dealing with it, and things like that. We obviously had a lot of conversations with our compliance department, make sure we're all on the same page. But it's been really good. It's been really good. A lot of guys, it's on the weekend, they want to go home and stuff like that, so not everybody's taking advantage, but some guys are. And for us, it's just another opportunity to spend some more time with them. I think it's really important as players to not only get coached and play the position, but it's also important a lot of times to step to the other side and be the coach and kind of understand why we're asking them to do certain things and the evaluation process. No different than I hope when they're a senior that they're coaching the freshmen and the sophomores. When you're a junior, doing the same thing. So it's another opportunity to do that. It's another opportunity for us to spend some time with them.
How have summer workouts been going? I know you're limited in contact and stuff, but how's everything going there? And did everybody show up for the summer?
I know talking to Coach Gall, our strength coach, and his staff, and I think we got an unbelievable staff, they're pleased. Year one, I think that first couple weeks was still a transition because they're starting to try to kind of feel how we do summer workouts. But they've been really good from everything I've been told. Feedback from players, feedback from the coaches. They're having fun. They're flying around. A lot of coaches are using the rules different right now, whether it's film or whether it's going out and doing almost like the morning workouts that we did, as long as the ball's not involved. Some people are doing that, we're not. But I think from everything I hear, it's gone extremely well, and our numbers are great.
Everyone came back from spring semester.
Everybody that we were planning on coming back in.
Now, you talked about this a little bit during the caravan, but you got a new commit today. How important is it for current commits to take ownership of the class and kind of do their own recruiting, or talking to other guys you might have your eyes on, trying to get other guys on board? How important is that, and what kind of role?
I think it's important. I'd like for actually to have more of our commitments here. I want all of our commitments here because I want them working with us. I think that's important to build that bond, and they know how we coach and all those types of things. They can be also hanging out and with the other recruits that are here, the family members. We really believe in that it takes a village philosophy. So building this program, having 100,000 people in the stadium, that's all of us working together to give our defense an advantage, or to help in recruiting or whatever it is, or bring in revenue. Recruiting, same thing. Once you join the family, you're part of the family. And then you work like crazy to help the family be successful. So those are the things that we believe, and guys kind of take a role in it. The way social media is now, they know everybody you're recruiting. They know guys that you're on. They've been up to us and seen them in junior days or the blue and white game or whatever it is. So they know, and they just kind of run with it. They kind of run with it. So it's been fun. It's been exciting, and I'm appreciative of them taking that role, because what we say is, from a building a program standpoint, the development is important. The strength and conditioning is important. The academic success is important. The recruiting is important. And not only do the coaches have to invest in all those areas, but the players, our current players, and the recruits need to invest in all those areas and understand, for us to go where we want to go, we got to be great in all those areas.
Two more, folks.
James, why do you think some coaches take an opposite approach to that? I know sometimes they don't want the kids knowing who's on their board, who they're recruiting. Why do you guys do it that way? Why do you think other schools don't want to do it that way?
I can't speak for other people. For us, I want as many people trying to help the cause that is legally possible. So that's our current players. That's us. That's the prospects. That's everybody. That's 72,000 people to spring game. You come and you're a recruit and you've gone to another school and there's 9,000 people there, and then you come our place and there's 72,000 people. You watch interview after interview after interview. That's had an effect on a lot of kids. So I just buy into the concept. Our trainers, they're out here. They see a recruit and their family, go up and introduce themselves. I'm going to be the one taking care of your son. If he sprains his ankle, I'm going to be the one. So our academic people, everybody is involved. It's a hands-on approach. And I just believe the more people that we can show that care about them and are invested in their future, not only when we're recruiting them, but once they're here, the better for everybody.
Kind of go along those lines, there's some kids here that obviously aren't in a position to be choosing where they're going to go to college right now. I mean, how much is this kind of event about just getting the Penn State? You talk a lot about branding, maybe just in the hearts and minds, so to speak, of a lot of the guys that are here that are maybe years away or a year away from ever deciding, even if they don't come here, just having.
Yeah, it's very, very important, and that's also why we want to have a youth camp. We weren't able to get the youth camp set up for this year, but we're going to have that in the future because I want to get them here as early as possible, that we can start Jedi mind trick them into that the only way to do it, the only place to go is Penn State. And the earlier you start with, the better. But, just like today at check-in, all the parents coming up, it's another opportunity for me to interact and meet people, and I want them all to leave here and say, what a great experience we had at Penn State. They got a good thing going there.
Well, youth camp, grade school, like how young would that
Basically, under recruitable ages. So anybody that's not rising ninth grader. So be 8th to whatever we deem is a safe age to bring. That you can run around and have fun with them. And, it's not really about development. It's about having fun. And you do some football skills and things like that. But we just weren't able to get it done at the last minute, this year. But we'll do that in the future.
Is your arm?
Get some children?
No, not me.
Is that arm sore yet from
The
chucking
arm
things
is a mess. Yeah, my body is a mess. My hair is gone. I'm falling apart. But it's somewhat effective still.
Thanks.
Thanks, guys.